Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing WWE Hot Take Season 2, Episode 9. What's your hot take of the week? Post a comment down in the comment section below, because I read and reply to every positive message I see. In today's episode, we will be having the normal 6 hot takes, 2 for Raw, 2 for NXT, and 2 for Friday Night SmackDown. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have an amazing day, and without further ado, let's get to. And our first hot take of the week: are the Creed brothers ready to become World Tag Team Champions? Well, we did see the War Raiders defend the World Tag Team titles this past Monday night against the Creed brothers, and the War Raiders were able to divide and conquer after hitting their war machine for the 1, 2, 3. But when you look at Judas and you look at Brutus, these two boys have been doing it for a long time. Whether they were a part of Diamond Mine in NXT, or they came up to the main roster to join Ivy Nile and Chad Gable as a part of American Made. I still think there is a lot more story that you can tell with this storyline that the Creed brothers are in right now with the War Raiders. Don't get me wrong, but the question does remain if the Creed brothers are ready to be tag team champions. They look excellent in the ring when it comes to being able to wrestle, especially with the War Raiders. They've proven that they will do any dirty tactic they have to, cut any corner in order to capture those belts, and the promo work that we've been seeing over the last few weeks has been spot on as well. I'm very interested to see how the Creed brothers would do with championship gold on their shoulder. But when it comes to promo work, wrestling, they are definitely one of the best tag teams right now on Monday Night Raw, and I really feel like 2025 could definitely be the year of American Made. Ivy Nile is not giving up on the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and the Creed brothers will probably find a way to get another title opportunity against the War Raiders. I do think that they should become champions, but not if the platform's not right. I wouldn't change the belts on a Monday Night Raw. This is the Creed brothers. They've been grinding for years to get to where they are, and honestly, we have WrestleMania coming up in April, so I definitely feel like putting the War Raiders against the Creed brothers at WrestleMania would definitely put butts in seats, especially if Chad Gable is by ringside, especially if Ivy Nile is by ringside. I really feel like these four men can still put on a very entertaining show at WrestleMania, and if you're going to change the belts, that's where I would do it personally, at WrestleMania 41. New season, new champions, a new title reign. I think the story would go over great, especially with the Creed brothers. But the big question at the end of the day is, are the Creed brothers ready to become World Tag Team Champions? And our second hot take of the evening: Io Sky deserves to become the new Women's World Champion. Well, this past Monday night, Rhea Ripley attempted to defend the Women's World Championship against Io Sky, with the winner going to WrestleMania 41 to take on Bianca Belair, who had won inside the Elimination Chamber. And Honestly, I can understand if Rhea Ripley is upset about the outcome. I don't understand why Bianca Belair was at ringside. I really don't feel like because I won in the chamber is a good enough answer for that. But I really feel like Io Sky and Rhea Ripley left it all out on the line in the main event of Monday night. And let's be honest, Rhea Ripley should have booked her ticket to WrestleMania 41. Why didn't she book her ticket? Because she took her eye off the prize. It happens all the time. Rhea Ripley got too focused in on Bianca Belair, and Io Sky capitalized. You can't do things like that in a championship match, especially against somebody the caliber of Io Sky, and expect not to pay for it. Io is so fast, she's so agile, she's so able to capitalize, the ultimate opportunist, so to say. And Io Sky was able to do all of that to become the new women's world champion after defeating Rhea Ripley for the belt. And honestly, yeah, it was a little dirty with Bianca Belair. I feel like Io Sky should have definitely gotten a lot more clean of a win in this match. But the story tells itself. We're gonna be getting Io Sky versus Bianca Belair for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 41. Rhea Ripley right now is out of WrestleMania 41. And she could try to maneuver her way back into it and make it a triple threat match. But still, I don't like that idea either, because Rhea Ripley didn't do anything to earn an opportunity at the Women's World Championship, especially at WrestleMania. Out of all stages, WrestleMania, you're supposed to earn your opportunity on the card, not just handed with Yeet's title shot. So I'm not really feeling a triple threat match at WrestleMania. I really hope they go ahead and do Io versus Bianca at WrestleMania 41. But at the end of the day, Io Sky capitalized. She became Women's World Champion. So yeah, Io Sky deserves to become the new Women's World Champion. And our third hot take of the week will take us down to NXT. Will Tony D'Angelo target the NXT title next? Well, this past Tuesday night on NXT, we had a new NXT North American champion, and his name was Shawn Spears. He came in and dethroned Tony D'Angelo, and honestly, a little sad to see the Dawn of NXT lose the NXT North American Championship. But at the same token, it could definitely open up bigger and greener pastures at this point. We do have Oba Femi versus Moose at Roadblock, but there seems to be a big question mark, in my opinion, right now on Stand and Deliver. And I'd be very interested to see if we go back to a Oba Femi versus Tony D'Angelo type match at Stand and Deliver. I mean, Tony D'Angelo was the man that ended Oba Femi's NXT title and NXT North American Championship reign. So why not have Tony D'Angelo be the thorn in Oba Femi's side over the NXT title? And you don't have to tell much of a story. These two men already have history when it comes to the North American title. I absolutely love being able to dive back into this storyline for NXT. I do feel like Oba Femi versus Tony D'Angelo is only gonna get better every time they get in the ring. And honestly, Tony D'Angelo is at a crossroads in his career, in my opinion, right now, where he just finished having a long NXT North American Championship reign. Does he take the next step up the ladder and put himself in the NXT NXT championship picture. I definitely think it's a great idea. I'm not against putting the NXT championship on the Donna NXT Tony D'Angelo either. He's been here for years now. He's got a gimmick that has been over like Rover since day one. So putting the championship on Tony D'Angelo in 2025 would definitely be a great thing for the Donna NXT. You could call Oba Femi up in the draft if you wanted to. I mean, the man has already won NXT Breakout of the Year, North American title, Iron Man Survivor, NXT champion. Oba Femi is already extremely decorated when it comes to accolades in NXT. I'm not against him going to the main roster, and if Oba Femi goes to the main roster, I think NXT is Tony D'Angelo's time to go and prove how great of a champion he could be in this situation. But the big question after Tony D'Angelo losing the North American Championship, will Tony D'Angelo target the NXT title next? And our fourth hot take of the week, Jada Parker dominates again. Deserves a title opportunity? Well, Jada Parker went one-on-one with Kalani Jordan on NXT and flat out dominated again. Kalani Jordan did have her spots in the match where she shined, but when it came down to it and when we had to go home, Jada Parker went home with it. And honestly, I was so happy to see Jada Parker grab a mic after the match and say, Stephanie Valkyrie, Julia, I'll be watching at Roadblock because it is about time. Jada Parker deserves a title opportunity yesterday. I mean, Ms. Parker has been blessing our NXT ring for the better half of 2 or 3 years now. Whether she's in the mud or Jada Parker is out there getting the second most wins out of any woman on the NXT roster in 2024, only to Roxanne Perez. That really speaks volumes to how often Jada Parker is in the trenches, is in the fights, is grinding, and more importantly, winning. I mean, I would have given her a title shot at probably about 2 or 3 months ago at this rate. I do feel NXT is a little behind the ball here in giving Jada Parker a chance to say yeet title shot. Because if anybody in NXT should be saying yeet title shot right now, it's Miss Parker. I mean, look at how often she's in the ring and look at how often Miss Parker's winning her matches. It makes perfect sense to put her in a title opportunity, honestly. And I hope that whoever wins out of Stephanie Valkyrie versus Julia has to face Miss Jada Parker at Stand and Deliver. Yeah, Jada Parker can handle a spotlight that big. I believe in Miss Parker. Miss Parker has proved that she can handle every other spotlight that's been put over her head over the last 2 or 3 years. So why not give Jada Parker her title opportunity in the most coveted spot of all, Stand and Deliver? I am definitely here for it, and if you want to make Miss Jada Parker the NXT Women's Champion, then I'll be here for that too. Miss Parker would be the perfect NXT Women's Champion. She is a veteran in that locker room. She's a grinder in that ring. She is great on the mic. There isn't nothing that Jada Parker can't do when it comes to professional wrestling. And in my opinion, she is one of the best women in all of NXT right now. So yeah, Jada Parker dominates again, deserves a title opportunity. And our fifth hot take of the week will take us over to Friday Night SmackDown. Pretty Deadly are ready to fight for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Well, this past Friday night, Pretty Deadly earned a number one contender opportunity at DIY and the WWE Tag Team titles. But I really love to see Pretty Deadly on Friday nights winning matches. These two are very entertaining. They are great at promo work. They are great with storyline and segments. And they actually are pretty good in the ring too. I really like how Pretty Deadly makes it look like they float through their matches. With the way that they're able to hit some of their high flying moves, there's absolutely nobody in WWE that can do it the way that they do it. I mean, Pretty Deadly and DIY, in my opinion, has the potential to be a classic. And I would do that sooner rather than later. Because for WrestleMania 41, I would put the titles on the line with all the teams getting an opportunity. And it's mainly because of how all the teams are pretty much brawling every week on Friday nights anyway. I mean, it's not nothing we haven't seen before. I mean, you could throw Street Profits in there. You could throw Los Matadores in there. There's a few teams on SmackDown that you could throw into this mix, definitely. I'm very curious to see if Pretty Deadly could capture the WWE Tag Team titles. Because if they could carry those going into WrestleMania 41, I really feel like it would be very interesting. But at the end of the day, Pretty Deadly, they earned their number one contender opportunity at DIY in the tag team titles. But the big question everybody wants to know is Pretty Deadly ready to fight for the WWE Tag Team Championships? And our final hot take of the week. Will we get Jade Cargill versus Naomi at WrestleMania 41? Well, Jade Cargill made her return to the Elimination Chamber when she completely wiped out Naomi after Naomi attacked her in the back a few months ago and left Naomi unable to compete in the women's elimination chamber match. And this past Friday night, we had Bianca and Naomi in the ring, where Naomi finally admitted that she was the one that attacked Jade Cargill. She said she did it for Bianca Belair. She did it for them as a team, so that Bianca and Naomi could have the tag team titles. And Bianca ended up walking up the ramp. As soon as she was walking up the ramp, Naomi called her ungrateful, and Jade Cargill showed up, came to the ring, and put Naomi down again. And honestly, I really like this story that they're going to be telling. It makes absolutely perfect sense to me. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair were on top of the world. Naomi felt jealous and wanted that, so she took out Jade Cargill to have that. And honestly, you couldn't have done it with a better person either. Jade Cargill is excellent at coming back and just being angry and beating the snot out of whoever wronged her. She did an excellent job with her character at the Elimination Chamber, in my opinion. And I'm definitely interested to see what happens when these two do get in the ring. I am wondering if Naomi is going to be medically cleared for WrestleMania 41. I don't know the extent of her neck injury that she wore the brace to Friday night for. We definitely got to make sure that both of these women are medically cleared and 100% ready to go, because I can't wait to see these two tear each other apart. You can even put some sort of false count anywhere stipulation on it. I'm definitely not against that. No, but I do like that we have a lot of story to tell. We still have a good 5 or 6 weeks left until Vegas. So to see Jade Cargill and Naomi on the grandest stage of them all, that is definitely going to be answered in the next few weeks. I really hope we get it. The big question at the end of the day, will we get Jade Cargill versus Naomi at WrestleMania 41? And that was WWE Hot Take Season 2, Episode 9. What's your hot take of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. And if you want to see some more of me, Nikki D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nikki D. This is the Nikki D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.